Zephyrus, the god of the west wind, who had been waiting atop the mountain, carried Psyche to the palace. There were invisible maidservants, and the palace itself was truly magnificent. Psyche's husband only visited at night, vanishing swiftly while she slept. After several days, Psyche grew terribly curious about her husband's face.
My dear, please show me your face just once. I long to see you so much.
It cannot be. Do not be curious.
She could no longer plead with her husband, who refused her outright. Then Psyche invited her sisters to the castle. Her sisters were shocked to find Psyche alive, as they had believed she was dead. They were also intensely jealous that she lived in such a magnificent castle. They began to sow discord between Psyche and her husband.
He definitely won't show his face. He must be a monster. That monster is probably waiting to devour you when you let your guard down.
Before the monster kills you, you must strike first. At night, when your husband is asleep, check his face. If he really is a monster, hide the dagger and kill him.
That night, Psyche fell for her sister's trick. Holding a dagger and a candle, she approached her sleeping husband. She held up the candle to see his face, only to find an unexpectedly beautiful, fair-haired, handsome man lying there. It was Eros, the god of love.
Oh my husband is Lord Eros. He is truly handsome.
But then, a drop of hot wax fell onto his shoulder, and Eros suddenly woke up.
Psyche, I told you not to be so curious. But in the end, love cannot live in a heart filled with doubt.
With these words, Eros left. Next time, I will tell you the story of how Psyche set out to find her runaway husband.